So I'm reading from Awakening Osiris, the Egyptian Book of the Dead, a translation by Normandy Ellis. I find this book to be rather a little bit more intact than the rest of the Book of the Dead translations, because a lot of them refer to it as just like this prayer or a story. They don't see the magic inside of this. And just to give you an example of what I'm referring to here, in the introduction, the author describes how some of the words may have been improperly translated, right? Like the Egyptian word we have translated as God is nether, or like as in the netherworld. But the word God, though common to us, seems imprecise when applied to Egyptian religion. Nether refers primarily to a spiritual essence or principle. Our word nature may have derived from it through the Latin. The multitudes of nether, though when the multitude of nethers then represent the multitudinous, that's a hard word to read, multitudinous, multitudinous, however you pronounce that. Natures of Supreme Being. English is not my first language, though you may not be able to tell. It represents the multitudinous natures of Supreme Being. As John West pointed out in his book Serpent in the Sky, the various religious centers of Heliopolis, Memphis, and Hermopolis, and Thebes, for example, were not advocating different gods, they were advocating different aspects of God. This is very similar to the Hindu religion or the Hindu idea of the Godhead, right? So in Hindu religion, a lot of people believe that there's like thousands of gods. There's not. There's only one. The thousands of gods are like the fingers of my hand. This is all part of one hand, correct? Right? I have different fingers that are useful for different things, but they all come together to no fuck out of people. But they all come together to create, one thing, which is my hand. A finger alone with the nails and knuckles is not the whole totality of the thing, right? But I can use each of these digits or these aspects to address a certain goal, to achieve a certain whatever, right? So from the mouth of the Supreme God came what is known as the Great Ennead, or the nine gods, the nethers, the one. In Heliopolis, these were Tammuz, Shu, Tefnu, Geb, Nut, Osiris, Isis, Net, and Nephthys. In Memphis, Ta, Hathor play major roles. In Hermopolis, Thoth is elevated. Ra, as a principal